Following today's cool NFP print, we are seeing the dollar index getting softer, rejecting that 102 level of resistance, pulling back into that 100.5 level. Me personally, I do think that there's a possibility that we break this level of support and trade back down into that 99 handle. Now, the reason being is because we are seeing the labor market starting to show maybe perhaps some signs of cracking. Now, we all know that the Fed has a dual mandate, which is maximum employment and stable prices. Now, if you start to see further cracks in the US labor market, then perhaps they can position their attention away from inflation into the labor market, and that would mean cutting interest rates. One thing that can benefit the inflation story is that we do have the price of oil now returning back to that pre-war level. You can see that we had these immense spikes in the oil with that warm premium, and now all of that has been quickly erased. So perhaps the Fed can go ahead and position their attention to the labor market, and if the price of oil stays low, that the inflation story can start to help itself. Another thing to point out on the sentiment side of things, if you look at the net options volume for the US dollar, you can see that the momentum has really started to top out here, and you are now starting to see some more pressure to the downside, signaling some bearish options flow. Currently, I am positioned two things. I am positioned dollar Swiss short. You can see that FTMO account up 980 bucks, and on dollar yen, I am flat minus $90. I do expect a little bit more softness into the dollar. If you do get a break of this 100.5 level of support, I do think that the price of the DXY can go ahead and trail up to that 99 handle. We have that 200-day moving average. Now, one thing that we do need to be mindful of, if you do get some buyers step in at this 100.5 level, then this is just a traditional break, retest, and continuation higher. At that point, I will cut my losses and perhaps look to rejoin the dollar long story.